Hi guys, welcome to another beer review, and as you guys know from the channel, I like to be as impartial as I can be. I don't hold any grudges against any brewery, that sort of thing. From macro to micro, I'll give as many beers as I can a chance. But that being said, I don't really have too many macro beers on the channel. And I've seen this floating about in one of the local supermarkets, and it's actually the first time I've seen it in general. I mean, I know in some places, even back in the UK, it's a lot more easy to get hold of, but I've just never seen it, and I've heard so many people talking about it, from like really low scores on places like Rate Beer. I think this has got like an 8 out of 100, but then again, you've got some beer tubers who've tried this and they say it's, you know, a not bad beer at all. And of course, the beer comes from our friends at Carlsberg. And yeah, well, I'm not sure if this is... Yeah, it's brewed here in Germany for Carlsberg. And yeah, the regular Carlsberg I used to drink a fair bit back in, you know, my purely alcohol days as a teenager. And even then, Carlsberg I never liked. I was more of a, you know, wife beater, Stella Artois kind of guy. But that being said, you know, I dabble with Beck's Fear, Foster's, the odd can of Skull here and there. Yeah, my drinking choices weren't the best, but back then it was just drink to get royally pissed. So yeah, this is Carlsberg Elephant, clocking in at 7.5%. Now, I'm not sure the origins of this beer. I'm not sure why it was made. I'm not sure if it's more like, well, an export sort of beer. But I have seen some people, especially American viewpoints, describing this as sort of like a malt liquor. The only research I've done is quickly gone through some beer tube reviews. Didn't really want to, you know, watch them properly. Just wanted to get a feel for the beer. But aside from that and the odd like Rate Beer sort of thing, I don't really know too much at all. So yeah, 7.5%. It's a, you know, an imperial lager in a can. So, you know, it's another one for the beer can playlist, I suppose. But yeah, nice opening, and on the can, just smells malty. A little bit of cereal in there. Yeah, predominantly malty. So let's pour some into the glass. And right away I was actually surprised at how pale that is actually. I was expecting it to be a bit more darker, a bit more on, you know, what you'd expect almost from maybe a Dunkel beer. Or a Bock beer, I should say, not a Dunkel. But yeah, it's a deep golden colour, quite strawy, really good clarity there, not too much carbonation going on, and the head's pretty much non-existent. I'll shake it up a little bit. Yeah, about one finger's worth of the ever so slightly off-white head. But, you know, it looks like a lager so far. It's just a little bit, I don't know, lighter than I was expecting it to be. But anyway, let's see what it smells like. A little bit of peppery notes there. A dank, slightly sickly sweet sort of malt characteristic. Maybe a hint of metallic in there as well. Like rusty water, coppery, that sort of thing. Getting, I don't know, like the peel of a potato as well. You can pick up like a hop character there, like a classic run-of-the-mill lager-esque hop. But it's like a citrusiness there as well. It actually doesn't smell too bad at all. It smells like a, you know, pretty standard lager. Can't really pick any alcohol on the aroma, but I'm sure as I've found with the more higher ABV macro beers, when they're higher ABV, the alcohol is very present. So it'd be interesting to see how well incorporated or how well masked the alcohol is in this one. So yeah, let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. That's actually not too bad. Not bad at all, in fact. But my what's the word? I always forget words when I do these videos. But yeah, you do taste and sort of feel that alcohol in there. It's not unpleasant by any stretch, but it's not really the most masked or, you know, complementary alcohol characteristic. But it's not bad at all. There's like a bitterness throughout. A lot of savoury sort of characteristics going on with this one. Definitely picking up the malt. Almost getting like a sort of corn flavour as well. Not the most flavoursome of beers, but there's really no like offensive tasting notes in there. And yeah, I don't know. I didn't know what to expect with this beer. It was actually a lot more pleasant and sort of drinkable than I was expecting it to be, even though I was a bit precautious about that alcohol content. It is there, it is detectable, but it doesn't stop you from drinking. Mouthfeel, like most lagers, not too heavy, not too light, nice amount of carbonation in there. There's like this weird thing, the first flavour you're getting like this, I'm picking up anyway, like a waft of like a citrusy character straight away. But then that fizzles out, those malts come through. And yeah, for a mass-produced macro beer, it's not bad at all. It really is not that bad. And I think this was, I've seen this on Beers of Europe for like £3.20. This costs nowhere near that here in Germany. So for the price, if you wanted just a couple of beers to give yourself a little bit of a buzz, you didn't really want to, you know, drink too much. I mean, you can drink this quickly, but you are probably going to take your time with it just because of that alcohol content. But it is surprisingly drinkable. I've had, you know, this sounds so snobbish, but like craftier beers where the alcohol has been masked really terribly. But this, mass-produced, you know, Carlsberg, it does ring alarm bells in your head before you go into it. But if you've ever seen this and you've been put off because it's a macro Carlsberg product, this tastes nothing like the regular Carlsberg. It tastes miles better than that. Not the most exciting, not the most flavoursome of beers, but it's definitely drinkable. And yeah, if I saw it cheap again, I'd definitely pick up a can. Yeah, very pleasantly surprised by this one. It's not a brilliant beer, don't get me wrong, but it's easily a 7 out of 10 from me, and I thought I'd never give a, you know, Carlsberg product a 7 out of 10. And again, that sounds so friggin' snobbish, I don't even mean that. But yeah, glad I tried it. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this. We're just about to watch Back to the Future Part 2. It's the first time I've seen the Back to the Future films. I've always, yeah, not really wanted to watch them, and this is going to compliment me nice. I'm going to take my time with it, and yeah, it's just great to kick back and drink. So if you want to find out more about this beer and the Carlsberg Brewery, then links will be down below. Check out my lager playlist as well. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. Hopefully you'll subscribe for more beer reviews, and of course I hope you'll join me for the next beer review. So yeah, if you tried this, let me know your thoughts, opinions, and whatever you're drinking tonight, I hope, well, this afternoon or morning, whenever you're drinking, I hope it's good, and I hope you don't drink too much. Why do I say shit like that? Thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you next time.